Hello viewers, my name is Ajiboye Oladapo Jacob and I welcome you to the Global Tutor YouTube classroom. In the last class in mathematics, I started out with the topic trig ratios. But before I go on, I need to say this. Please like our videos, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and click the notification button so that when we drop a new video, you will be notified. Let's continue. We drew a diagram like this in that class, a right angle triangle. And I said a right angle triangle is a triangle whose one angle is 90 degrees. And I said, if you draw a right angle triangle ABC, this side facing the angle A will be A, the side facing angle B will be B, the side facing angle C will be C. Then I said, if we consider this angle B as theta, since the sum of angles in a triangle is 180 degrees, and this place is 90, this place is theta, then this place will be 90 minus theta. Then we went to SOHCAHTOA. And in SOHCAHTOA, I told you that so here means sine theta equals opposite over hypotenuse. Then I said CAH here means cos theta equals adjacent over hypotenuse. Then I said TOA here means tan theta equals opposite over adjacent. So we now related this to this triangle. So we come here to say sine theta is opposite B over hypotenuse C. Then we said cos theta, if this is opposite, this will be adjacent, will be A over C. Then we wrote for this sine 90 minus theta equals opposite over hypotenuse. Then we said cos 90 minus theta, if this is opposite to this angle, this will be adjacent. So this was what we did in the last class. So in conclusion, if this was equation 1, equation 2, equation 3, and equation 4, we said by ratio, A over C is the same as A over C. So we can conclude and say cos theta is the same thing as sine 90 minus theta. Then we also said B over C. B over C, by ratio, they are the same. So we say sine theta is the same thing as cos 90 minus theta. These two are the relationship between cos theta and sine theta. I remember solving some questions with you in the last class. Today, we will use this to solve more questions. Now, look at this question. A question says, if sine 3y equals cos 2y, find y. This is the question. If sine 3y equals cos 2y, find y. How do you solve that? You say solution. Sine 3y is cos 2y. But you know that sine theta is cos 90 minus theta. So you can replace sine theta and say sine 3y. So everything here is theta equals cos 90 minus 3y. So meaning anywhere I see sine 3y, I can replace it with cos 90 minus 3y. So therefore I say cos 90 minus 3y equals cos 2y. Cos. So we are left with 90 minus 3y equals 2y. So what do? Collect like terms. So you have this moving to this side. So you have 90 equals 3y plus what? 2y. So what do we have? We have 90 equals 5y. So from here, what do we have? We mean 5y is 90. Then we can divide by 5. We can divide by 5. This cancel this. So we have y equals 5 in 9. That's 1. Then 5 in 40. That's 8. Meaning your y is 18. I'll go through the solution again. The question says, if sine 3y equals cos 2y, find y. Simple. We know that from the relationship I've shown you that sine theta is cos 90 minus theta. But in the question, we were not given theta, we were given sine 3y. It means that this 3y is representing theta. So I can now say sine 3y is cos 90 minus 3y because theta is now being replaced by 3y. So if I conclude like that, it means anywhere I see sine 3y, I can put cos 90 minus 3y. So I have cos 90 minus 3y equals cos 2y. So these two takes care of each other. So we are left with 90 minus 3y equals 2y. So this 3y moves to this side. And anytime a number moves across the equality sign, its sign changes. So this is minus 3y. If it moves across the equality sign, it changes to what? Plus. So you have minus 3y becoming plus 3y. So you have 3y plus 2y becoming 5y. So we have 5y is 90. So we can divide both sides by what? By 5. 5 nullify 5. So 90 divided by 5. 5 in 9, 1. 5 in 40, 8. So y is 18. I hope you understand that. But we'll still solve more questions. Now look at the next question I'm going to give you. The question says, if cos x over 2 equals sine 60 degrees, find x. Now, how do we solve this? We say solution. Now, we know that cos theta is sine 90 minus theta. So what are we given in the question? Cos x over 2 equals sine 60 degrees. So everything here is theta. So I can say cos x over 2 is the same thing as sine 90 minus x over 2. So anywhere I see cos x over 2, I can put sine 90 minus x over 2. So therefore, I have sine 90 minus x over 2 equals, what do we have? Sine 60 degrees. Sine. So what am I left with? 90 minus x over 2 equals 60. Now, how do we solve this? Now, this is a fraction. So the best way to solve it is to multiply by 2. So if we multiply by 2, we're going to have 2 into the bracket, 90 minus x over 2, you close the bracket, equals 2 into the bracket, 60. So what do we have? 2 times 90, that gives me 180. 2 times minus x over 2, 2 we cancel 2, so we are left with minus x. Then 2 times 60, that will give me 120. So what do? We collect the like terms. This moves to this side, so you have 180. This moves to this side, minus 120 equals x. This minus this will give me what? 60 equals x. So therefore, x is 60 degrees. I'll go through the solution again. The question says, if cos x over 2 equals sine 60 degrees, find x. Now, how do we solve that? We already know from the relationship between sine and cosine that cos theta is the same thing as sine 90 minus theta. Is a standard, is a known fact. So you have the question, cos x over 2 equals sine 60 degrees. Now, what do we know? Everything here becomes theta. So you can replace theta with x over 2. So it means cos x over 2 is sine 90 minus x over 2. Meaning anywhere I see cos x over 2, I can put sine 90 minus x over 2. So it means I can write the question, which was cos x over 2 equals sine 60 degree, now as sine 90 minus x over 2 equals sine 60 degrees. Sine of an angle, gone. So we are left with 90 minus x over 2 equals 60 degrees. Now, I said for you to solve this equation here, because this is a fraction, you multiply through by 2. So, because this is the what? The denominator. So, if you multiply by 2, you're going to have 2 into the bracket of 90 minus x over 2 equals 2 into the bracket of 60. So, 2 times 90 will give me 180. Then 2 times x over 2 will give me x. Then 2 times 60 will give me 120. So, what we now do is collect like terms. Move this one here, it becomes minus 120. Move this one here, it becomes plus x. So 60 is x. Therefore, you can conclude that what? X is 60 degrees. I hope you are following the class. We yet solve another example, but I hope these two examples are clear to you. Let's take another one example. I left this on the board so that you can also always refer to it. Let's see this. The question says sine x plus 30 equals cos 45 degrees. If sine x plus 30 equals cos 45 degrees, the question still says find x. How do we solve that? Solution. What's the question? Sine x plus 30 equals cos 45 degrees. What do we know? Sine theta is cos 90 minus theta. So what do we have? Everything here now becomes what? Everything here, theta. So meaning I can say, if I'm writing, I can say sine x plus 30 is the same thing as cos 90 minus, what is the theta now? X plus 30. You close it. Don't forget to put this expression into the bracket because this sign matters. So what are we saying now? Anywhere I see sine x plus 30, I can replace it with cos 90 minus x plus 30. So I have cos 90 minus x plus 30, close the bracket, equals, what's the question? Cos 45 degrees. So cos is gone. So we are left with 90 minus x plus 30 equals 45 degrees. So from here, what do we have? We just open the bracket, so you have 90 minus x minus 30 equals 45 degrees. So 90 minus 30, that will give me 60 minus x equals 45 degrees. So what do we do? Collect the like terms. let this one come here and this one go here. So you have 60 equals, 60, 45 will move, minus 45 equals x will move, x. So 60 minus 45, that will give me 15 equals x. So from here you can say x is what? 15 degrees. I'll run through the solution again. If sine x plus 30 equals cos 45 degrees, the question now says find x. What is the standard we know? Sine theta is cos 90 minus theta. So we come here, sine theta is cos 90 minus theta. What is theta now? Everything we have here is theta. So it means anywhere I see theta, I can replace it with this expression. So meaning I can say sine x plus 30 equals cos 90 minus x plus 30. So anywhere I see sine x plus 30, I'll just come and write cos 90 minus x plus 30 equals the original question, cos 45 degrees. So cos of an angle on both sides, they nullify. So we are left with 90 minus x plus 30 equals 45 degrees. So if you open the bracket, minus times x, that will give me minus x. Minus times plus 30, that will give me plus 30 equals 45 degrees. So 90 minus 30 will give me 60. Then minus x equals 45. So from here we collect like terms. So 45 move here and x move there. So if 45 move across the equality sign, it becomes minus 45. If minus x move across the equality sign, it becomes plus x. So 60 minus 45 give me 15 equals what? X. So therefore I can conclude that what? X is 15 degrees. I believe with these three examples that I have solved, I've been able to show you how you can solve questions relating to the relationship between sine theta and cos theta. I'll give you some questions to try on your own so that it will not just be that you are learning. You need to work on some examples so that you can solve it by yourself. Number one, I'll give you if cos x plus 25 degrees equals sine 30 degrees, find x. And number two, I would give you if cos 2y equals sine 3y, find y. I'll leave you with these two questions to solve. But some of you are preparing for NECO, some are preparing for WAEC, some are preparing for JAMB. So my advice to you is pick NECO past question, solve relevant question under this topic, pick WAEC past question, solve relevant question under this topic, pick JAMB past question, and solve relevant question under this topic. Remember, I said you should please like our videos, subscribe to our channel, and click the notification button. I will be leaving you for now to join you in my next video. Thank you. Love you.